Hey there, it's John here. Thanks so much for tuning into this training where I want to show you how I doubled my Spotify pre-saves for a new release with a simple strategy that didn't cost me any more time and money. This has been a part of me getting to over 150,000 saves on Spotify. And let me tell you, those saves on Spotify, they are golden. They're golden because every time fans either pre-save or save your music, it sends a positive signal to the Spotify algorithm, letting Spotify know that your song is popular, that it resonates with an audience. And the more of these saves you're getting, the higher your chances are that Spotify will put your music on Discover Weekly or Spotify Radio and give you bigger release radar releases, right? So this is really powerful and can build up your saves and can build up your algorithmic playlist streams, and all of those are amazing ways to get heard. So this is a powerful training. I can't wait to show you. Now, what I recommend is watch this at a desktop computer, and if you can, have a browser window open so you can follow along step by step, all right? So this is not just some theory training where I'll walk you through the concept without showing you the actual steps. No, this is the opposite. I'm gonna hop over to my computer, we're gonna open up the browser, I'm gonna show you click by click how to set this up. So if you have your browser right there, then by the end of this video, you will have your pre-save campaign ready to go. So that's what I recommend to get the most out of this training. And you can already see I have the slides up back there on the computer. So let me hop in and then we'll get this training rolling. In this training, I'll show you one super simple strategy that I use to double my Spotify pre-saves. How I did this without spending any more time or budget on my promotion. I'm going to show you the exact tools and settings that I used and how you can easily use this strategy for your next release as well. And if you hear from me for sort of the first time and you're wondering, hey, who's John? Then let me introduce myself just for a minute. I'm a music artist. I'm a father to 2 young daughters, but I'm mostly recognized as the founder of the global music platform hypedit.com, which I started because as a music artist myself, I became obsessed with finding ways for music artists to grow real and raving fans for our music. And the kinds of tools that I was looking for, they just didn't exist. So I ventured out and I started to develop a platform that would do the things that I wanted to do. And this started Hypedit. But now back to the pre-save. So where the whole pre-save story and how I figured out a method to double the pre-saves, where that started is here. A couple weeks ago, I was preparing for a new release. And since this song was and really is important to me, I wanted to get some pre-saves going for it. So I did what most artists do, and I turned to what a typical pre-save campaign looks like, right? A typical pre-save campaign might look something like this. You're going to generate fan traffic. That could be, traffic from social platforms, could be ads, could be your email traffic. And you're going to send this over to a preview of your song. And that is linked to a pre-save where fans can, click a button, connect with Spotify, and then pre-save your track. And then eventually that will add their track to their Spotify library on release day. Now, this works. Okay, it's been done millions of times and artists have gotten pre-saves with this. But there's just something that always bothered me about these types of pre-save campaigns. What bothered me about these pre-save campaigns is this here. It never feels like a fair trade to me. It delivers lots of value to the artist, but very little value to the fan, right? If you think about it, for a fan, a pre-save is hardly more valuable than a calendar reminder. There's no real reward, right? The fan pre-saves the track, and then on release day, the track will appear in their liked songs library on Spotify. But the fan could have used the same energy to just set themselves a reminder in their calendar and then checked out your track then and there and added it to their playlist then and there. So really, at the end of the day, it's little more valuable than a calendar reminder. And that's why usually pre-saves work best and only well with a warm audience that already wants to support you. But it's difficult to get great results with cold audience that just discovered you because of this unfair trade, right? So I decided to try to make pre-saves more valuable to fans. This is something that I do frequently. I put myself in the shoes of fans, and I'm wondering, hey, how could I make this experience better for fans? Because the better you can make an experience for fans, the easier it is for you as an artist to attract more fans. And the concept that I turn to in order to enhance pre-saves is this concept of rapid rewards. So let me explain what I mean by rapid rewards. Rapid rewards are instant rewards for fans when they engage with your music. And because these rewards, they provide additional incentives to fans, they can deliver higher conversion rates and faster growth. It's all about this concept of giving fans instant gratification. You may have heard this term before. It's just in the human nature that we want good things now, not later, right? And I experience this all the time because I have kids. If I ask my kids, hey, do you rather have an ice cream now, or do you want to save it up and have it tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow we'll even put sprinkles on top or something like that, right? The kids will always go for the ice cream now, and that's because it's just human nature to want things now and have this desire for instant gratification. And you might be the same, right? If you're looking at something that you want to buy or something you desire, you'd rather have it now than have it later. So this is what we're using here, this concept. And what we're going to do is we offer fans in your genre or your niche an irresistible reward that is related to your music. And examples of that could be digital goods or exclusive content. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time, a few slides further down, on what rapid rewards, what that means, and how you can build it into your campaigns. But let's take a look at the overall campaign structure first. So a pre-save campaign with a rapid reward will look like this. Again, you're going to have the fan traffic, same as before. It's going to go to a preview of your song, but this time we're going to link to a pre-save gate. I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up in just a couple minutes. This gate will unlock a rapid reward for your fans, and then obviously you're going to get the same benefits on Spotify where the song appears in those fans liked songs libraries when it's getting released. Now you might be wondering, John, what could I use as a rapid reward for my audience? So let's look at a few ideas here. Ideas for rapid rewards for your fans are these. First one is music downloads. And I know a lot of music artists out there, they think music downloads, John, what the heck? We're in the age of streaming. Who gives a shit about a music download these days? But you'll actually be surprised. Music downloads carry a lot of weight, even though how they're being used has changed, right? Fans don't need to own a download of your music today. They can probably go out and stream it, but they will still value the ability to own your music. So I'm using a lot of music downloads for my music, and it works like a charm. And again, my fans, they still come over to Spotify and stream my music. So by giving away a music download, you're actually not killing streams. It's more of a gesture. It's more you offering something of value to a fan for free. You offer them the ability to own a piece of your music catalog. And if they love your music, right, they'll still come over to Spotify or Apple Music and stream it because that's just the most convenient way to consume it on a daily basis. But a music download is a fantastic rapid reward. And if you doubt it, I recommend you give it a try and let the results do the talking. But there are plenty of other ideas. So let's look at some of those. Beats can be great rapid rewards, or cover songs. Maybe acoustic versions of your songs or instrumental versions. Maybe you have acapellas that your fans would enjoy because they can be an exclusive giveaway that they can't access any other way. Maybe you have beautifully designed lyric sheets that you can offer as a PDF or an ebook. Maybe a book about your story or how you came up with the story for that particular song. Maybe there is an unreleased music video that you have as a private YouTube video right now. So it's not public to the world. The followers or subscribers on your YouTube channel, they cannot see it, but you can share a private link as a reward for fans who engage with your music on a pre-save. Similarly, you could give away a preview of an unreleased song. But you can also do coupon codes, right? Maybe you have a merch store and you want to give away a coupon code for fans as a reward for engaging with your music. Could be entries to win something, could be a photo or a picture book, could be access to a private fan club if you have such a thing. Could be invitation to a Zoom or Google meeting with you, right? Maybe you organize a meeting where everybody who pre-saved gets a chance to do a Q&A with you, or you do a little live gig for them virtually. Could be a phone or a desktop wallpaper that they can enjoy on their phones or computers. Could be remix stems or contests and many more. So there's virtually no limit to what a rapid reward could be. What's most important is that you pick something that is an irresistible offer to fans of your music and in your genre. So that might vary a little bit depending on what kind of music you make, but the concept applies to any genre. So overall, it really doesn't matter what kind of genre or what kind of style of music you make. If you have an idea of what fans in that genre really enjoy, it's going to be easy to come up with a rapid reward and use that to give your fans this extra incentive, this magical additional incentive to engage with your pre-save. But when I came up with the idea, I wanted to put it to the test, right? At the moment, it was just an idea. I needed to see how that actually works. And so I set up a test, and here's what I did. I set up a campaign that generated fan traffic, and in my particular case, I used Instagram and Facebook ads, right? I love ad traffic because I can turn it on or off anytime. I can scale it up or down anytime the way I want. It doesn't matter how many followers I have, doesn't matter how big my audience is. Ad traffic is just amazingly scalable and very laser targeted. And I sent this fan traffic to a preview of the song, but then I split the traffic. So half the traffic went to a traditional pre-save, and that pre-save again would eventually pre-save the song on Spotify. The other half of the traffic I sent down to that pre-save gate, and fans would then unlock the reward, and my music again would be saved to their Spotify library on release day. Now let me show you the results of this campaign. So here's a screenshot of my Facebook ads account, which is where I ran this campaign. And what you see on top here, this campaign, the first one I'm showing you here, that's the standard pre-save campaign, right? What you can see here is it's the campaign for Awakening, and I got 64 pre-saves here at a cost per result of $1.68. Now, I will say this, don't pay attention to sort of the absolute dollar amount here, right? This varies with every release, with every song, with every genre, with the audience size, the countries you target. So, it doesn't really matter what that number is. What matters is how the results between the campaigns compare against each other. So we're looking at $1.68 here for the standard pre-save. But now let me show you what happened once I introduced the rapid reward. This happened. With the rapid reward, I got 171 pre-saves, and I got it at a cost of 82 cents. So that means for the same budget and for the same effort, I'm getting more than double the number of pre-saves just because I introduced this concept of rapid rewards to my fans. And if you're wondering why that is, why is this so much more effective? It's in the numbers here. Let me show you this as well. With the standard pre-save, I'm getting about a 10% conversion rate, right? You can see in the results column, I have 64 pre-saves, and then you can see I got 641 link clicks. So that's pretty much 10% conversion rate right on. But with the rapid reward on the pre-save gate, I got about the same number of link clicks here. Maybe there's like 80 or so more link clicks, 725. But I'm getting a conversion rate that's 24%, so that's more than double the conversion rate, which eventually gave me 171 pre-saves for this song, right? So it's very, very clear that rapid rewards are the winning strategy. And setting it up this way gave me 2 times the number of pre-saves on the same budget. Now, you might be wondering, John, that sounds all great, and thanks for sharing this, but how can I pull this off for my next release? What exactly do I need to do? So let me show you how to set this up. But before I do this, there's just one more important thing that I want to share. I want to give you full disclosure on something here. I'm using a software tool called Hyped, which I built. And that means that I'm definitely biased towards Hyped. But I think there are a couple good reasons to recommend it. I recommend Hyped because I can vouch for its quality, because it's been custom built for this by musicians for musicians. And although it's not a free tool, it's the most cost-effective tool for this that I know at just $9 a month. And that means if you use the strategy in this training to increase your pre-save results or to slash your promo budget for the same results, right? You could technically go out and say, hey, I want exactly the same pre-save results, but now I'm going to do it at half the budget. Then Hyped will obviously pay for itself multiple times over. Now, all that said, the strategy of using rapid rewards to increase conversion rates and to get more results for your budget is something you can pull off with other tools as well. So you're not limited to one tool, even if I recommend Hyped. And if you decide to use something else, I recommend that you look for something that offers the exact same feature set. All right, so with that said, let me switch over to my live computer screen here, and I'm going to walk you through the exact setup process click by click. All right, I'm on the Hyped homepage right now. All I did was go to hyped.com. You can see it up here. And now if you are new to Hyped, you've never used it before, you want to give it a shot, all you got to do is click on Get Started for free here, set up an account. This will just take you like 30 seconds. Or if you already do have an account, just log in real quick. And now I'm looking at my Hyped dashboard, and the tool that we need to use in order to create a pre-save gate and offer our fans rapid rewards can be found under Share Music. So I'm going to click on Share Music. And the tool I'm talking about is a gate. Now you'll notice that Hyped has two different types of gates, download gates and link gates. So let me explain the difference real quick. A download gate is a gate where fans unlock any kind of downloadable content once they pre-save your song. So if you're giving away a music download or stems or a PDF or beats or an ebook or anything that is downloadable, you would pick a download gate. If you want to give something away that is exclusive access to content, but it's not downloadable. So for example, you have an unreleased music video with a private YouTube link that is not listed on your channel. It can't be found in search. It can only be watched by people with whom you share the actual URL of that video. You would use a link gate, because the link gate at the end of the pre-save process, it shares a secret link, a secret URL with fans. For this demo, I'm going to set up a download gate because this is what I used for this particular song, Awakening. So all I got to do is click on select here and start the process. So the first step is that we have to enter a source or track URL for this title. Now, how are you going to do this if the track hasn't been released yet, right? It isn't actually out yet. It's not on Spotify. It's not on Apple Music. It's on none of these platforms. What I do in these cases is I upload the track to SoundCloud, and you can do this as a private track on SoundCloud, or you can even do it as a public track on SoundCloud. Although in this case, I recommend that you don't upload the full track, but just a snippet of the song, a preview, a teaser that people may discover on SoundCloud, and then just await the full song coming out on the release day. The reason why this is important and this is effective here inside Hyped is that if your gate will qualify for Hyped's top 100 charts, it'll show that preview of your song in the chart. So that's just a great way of getting more and free exposure for your music. So I'm just going to hop over to SoundCloud real quick, and I'm going to, this URL looks a little funny, but this should be sort of the clean URL. Here it's a preview of the track Awakening. You can see that I uploaded a 30-second preview of the song. So I'm just going to pick this one. I'm going to copy, bring this over here, and click paste. And now I can go next. Now I'm being asked for the genre of the track, and there's a long list of genres here. Now, let me explain why genre is important and why it is not overly important. So you might be wondering, hey, my music is old school piano house, which I would classify my sub or niche genre, and you won't find this here. The genre list is a little bit more high level, more umbrella genres here, and that's okay. Just pick the genre that is closest to where your music fits in. The reason why you can pick a genre here, that Hyped It Top 100 charts are organized by genre. So basically what you're doing here, you're telling Hyped that, hey, if my track qualifies for the charts, I want it to show up in, the bass charts or the chill out charts or the hip hop charts or the metal charts. So basically this is all you're doing here. This has nothing to do with the overall performance of your pre-save, right? You could pick anything here, and to your fans, the pre-save will perform the exact same way. You just give yourself the additional chance of chart traffic. So I'm going to say this track is deep house, and I'm going to proceed with that genre. And I'm going to go next. Now I have to upload the file that fans will get as a rapid reward once they unlock the gate and pre-save the song. So I'm just going to drag this in here from my other screen, an MP3 of the song Awakening. All right, it's uploaded and done. Then I'm going to go next. Artist name and title is pre-popular. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit here. I don't need to say free download. So this looks good to me. Go next. This is the preview of the page, the design. There's a couple options you can do. Light scheme, you can do dark scheme, you can do custom colors where you can pick any color you want for all these different elements. I usually just go with the light scheme. This is a very well converting scheme because the red buttons, they really pop on that background. So I like this. I'll just keep it the way it is. Then I go next. And now we're getting to the heart of the setup. This is where we're setting up the unlock steps. This is where we're telling Hyped It or telling our fans what we would like them to do in order to unlock the rapid reward, which in this case is the download. What I recommend is that you create a gate with 2 steps. Step number 1 being the email capture. I love building my email list with fan email addresses. So I always recommend you have the email capture here. And then for the second, we don't want SoundCloud, so we're going to kick out SoundCloud. I'm just going to click the little trash icon here, and I'm going to add Spotify instead. And what we want to do on Spotify is we want the pre-save of the track. So I'm going to check pre-save. And now we're going to set up this pre-save here. Because the track isn't out yet, we have to let Hyped It know which track to pre-save on which particular release day. And the best way to specify the track is with a UPC or ISRC code. I prefer ISRC codes because they are track specific. UPC codes are release specific. What does that mean? It means that if you use a UPC code, your track does not end up in the liked songs playlist of your fans on Spotify. It ends up in their liked albums, which may not be where you want to end up. You probably are thinking, hey, I want my music in the liked songs playlist or library of my fans. And in order to get there, you need to pick an ISRC code. This is not specific to Hyped It. This is whatever pre-save tool in the world you use. ISRC codes are for tracks. UPC codes are for releases. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over into my distributor website and I'm going to look for the ISRC code for the track that I want to have saved. Look, I use InGrooves as my distributor. You might use DistroKid or CD Baby or TuneCore or any other distributor. So this screen will look different for you. But what most of those and all the ones I know have in common is that they have readily available for you the ISRC code that they assign to your track, which is really all you need. So I'm gonna get a pre-save for this track here, which is the shorter version of the song. So I'm just gonna highlight this. I'm gonna copy it up and open up. All right, I can copy it here too. Copy and then bring it over to Hyped It and paste it in here. The title is Awakening. The artist name is John Gold. And let's say the release day is October 29. I'm making this up. Obviously, this track has already been released. It's just a demo here. But whatever your release date is, right, pick it on the calendar. But I'd love to get a little bit more. I'd also love to get followers on Spotify at the same time in the same step. So I'm also going to activate the follow profile or playlist, and I'm going to search for my artist profile on Spotify. This is me here, John Gold. And now this way, everybody or every fan who unlocks this gate and the rapid reward will automatically follow John Gold on Spotify and pre-save this track. And look, if you have a collaboration with someone else, you just click the little plus icon here and you add more artists to this as you like. Or you can also add playlists. If you want to grow an artist profile in the playlist, you can add this too here. So it's all modular. You can really set this up in any way that you like. All right, but for me, this is what I want. I want to capture the email address and I want the results on Spotify. And so I'm going to continue with the setup. Just click on next. The release settings here, I want this to be public, meaning available right away. And if you'd like your track to be featured in Hyped Its new releases, you could select this here. And go next. Email promotion is a feature built into Hyped It where whenever a fan downloads one of your tracks, Hyped It can automatically recommend and email them another one of your tracks. But I'm going to skip over this right now. We're just going for the straight pre-saves here. Now we have tracking pixels. If you run any kind of ads and you're trying to build audiences or train the pixels on either Facebook or Google Ads who your audiences are, you can add that information here. It's really, really powerful. So it might be worth it. I'm just going to put my pixel ID, my conversion API access token, and the same for Google Ads. All of those are stored in my Hyped It account settings, so I can just bring them in here with a single click. All right, and I'm going to go next. And in the confirmation step here, it just tells me what I just created. This is, the John Gold Awakening gate. This is the source of the track, the genre. It's not going to be included in new releases right now. And then I can add a custom note and, for example, say this is my Spotify pre-save, let's say for an ad campaign. This way I can differentiate that particular gate if I create multiple versions of it for different traffic sources. And then I get an option here to automatically add a download link to this track on SoundCloud. So basically what that means is if you have your track on SoundCloud, you can have Hyped It automatically add this link to your SoundCloud track so that anybody who listens to your preview on SoundCloud likes the track, they can click here and then come over, unlock the rapid reward, and then automatically pre-save your song. So it's an additional marketing opportunity. I have this set up already, so I'm just going to click on Setup manually to skip this. And now this is done. I can, click on the link. This is the page that we created. And this is what it looks like. This is now our pre-save gate, right? Fans can come here, they can preview the song, and they can click on download here, share their email address, and then the second step, connect with Spotify and unlock your download. Now, maybe you clicked along with me and you already set up your pre-save parallel to the video here, or if you want to rewind this a couple minutes and set it up that way, right? You can come back to this as many times as you like and then set up your pre-save gate in the same way and in the same process the way I did it here. And I took a little bit more time to explain all the different features, but if you do it just by yourself and if you've done it one or two times, this will probably take you about 60 seconds to set up one of these. It goes really, really fast. And then once you've created your pre-save gate, let me share a couple tips and tricks with you on how to get the most out of it. And for this, I jumped back into my slides. And here's my tip number one. Wherever you promote your pre-save with a rapid reward, let your audience know that there is a reward that they can unlock and let them know what it is, right? Let them know what's in it for them, because that is that's the aspect of this that increases your conversion rate. If fans don't know that you're doing something special, you're going to get the same results as everyone else. But if you let them know that this is special and what you're doing has a rapid reward for them, this is what sets the incentive and triggers this desire for instant gratification that we were talking about earlier. Second tip, you might think that music downloads like I showed you here are outdated in the age of streaming, but just give it a try. So I know I already said it, but wanted to emphasize that again. Next tip, over time, test different types of rewards to see what your audience responds to best. So maybe you start with a music download and then you test something else, and then you test something else and test something else. And eventually you'll find what your audience responds to the most, what is the most irresistible kind of offer to them. And the last tip here is use the email capture on your pre-save gates to build your email list. This is a great promo tool for all your future pre-saves and more. The way I'm looking at it is that if I get 100 pre-saves and 100 fan email addresses on this gate, however I send traffic to it, whether it's ads or social or what have you, and I have another track coming out and I want another pre-save, I'm going to email that next track and that next pre-save gate to those 100 email addresses. So that means that I have a potential to get 100 pre-saves that I don't have to generate any other traffic for again. So if you apply this method and you grow your email list pre-save after pre-save after pre-save, the overall number of pre-saves that you're getting is just going to grow and grow and grow, because you can always utilize this foundation of email addresses and fans who already know your music and like your music, and you can put in front of them by email. It just grows and grows over time. All right, so here's what we covered so far. I showed you how to use rapid rewards as simple as music downloads to increase your Spotify pre-save results. I showed you how you can use this technique to literally multiply the number of pre-saves you're getting for the same budget. And I showed you how to set up a pre-save gate with Hyped It in just minutes. And then we finished it off with tips and tricks to maximize your pre-save results. So I have a question for you. Have I successfully shown you that this strategy of using rapid rewards with a pre-save gate can massively increase your Spotify pre-save results? Look, I know it's the video here, so I can't actually see your response. But my hope is that you are raising your hand and you're letting me know that I successfully showed you that this strategy of using rapid rewards with pre-saves can massively increase your Spotify pre-saves. Now, if this is a topic that you want to go a little bit deeper into, right, I'll share with you that I've gotten over 150,000 saves of my music on Spotify. And a good portion of this I owe to this technique, but also other techniques that I've utilized to get my music in front of dream fans that are very, very likely to save music. So no matter whether it's a pre-save or whether the song's already out. So if your goal is just to grow on Spotify with your fan base, your listeners, and streams, then I'd love to take just a few minutes to show you something else that I have and that I think you might really like. It's called the Spotify Growth Engine. This is a special implementation training that is fully focused on Spotify growth and setting up an automated growth machine for your music on Spotify. I created this for artists who know they make great music but struggle getting it out there. They want big results, but they don't have a lot of time to invest. They want full control over their campaigns, and they are sick and tired of begging or paying playlisters, and they want real fans only and no bots or fake stats. This really is for artists who need to get discovered on Spotify, and they want to do it with two simple tools that got me over 1 million streams and helped me crack Discover Weekly, Spotify Radio, Release Radar over and over again for countless songs and more. And let me show you that this really does work, right? Over 1 million streams on Spotify. And you can see that this wasn't gradual growth, right? Where it went from zero, in slow steps. No, once I started this Spotify growth engine for my music, it was explosive growth. And I got multiple songs on Discover Weekly, right? Hundreds of thousands of streams across these algorithmic playlists. Tons of songs on Spotify Radio, an amazing source of free exposure on Spotify. And obviously Release Radar going on for lots and lots of different songs. This implementation training is a powerful tool where I show you how to launch an automated growth machine for your music on Spotify that uses just two tools, Instagram and Facebook ads, and Hyped It. I'm going to show you how to attract diehard fans in your genre and style of music that stream your music over and over again, save your music, and follow you on Spotify. All of those are positive signals to the Spotify algorithm, which is really helpful when it comes to cracking the algorithm. And I'm going to show you how to put your Spotify promotion on autopilot with this growth engine, so you get results 24/7, even when you sleep. In this training, you're going to get the exact growth engine campaign that I used to grow my music to over 1 million streams, plus tens of thousands of fans on Spotify and thousands of playlist placements, right? I'm over 6,000 playlists now, plus hundreds of thousands of streams from algorithmic playlists such as Discover Weekly, Radio, and Release Radar. And I'm going to show you how you can use this growth engine not just for your music releases on Spotify, but also for your artist profile and even your playlist on Spotify, right? Maybe one of your goals is, hey, I want to grow a really big playlist, right? That works for this as well. And this hasn't just worked for me. The Spotify growth engine has been proven by thousands of artists all over the world and in almost any music genre. Let me show you a couple testimonials, a little bit of feedback that I've been getting here. This was Doc. A month ago, struggling to cross 400 streams on my album. Yesterday crossed 20.1 thousand. Oh, here's Mike. 2,000 streams in the last 24 hours. Spotify growth engine has helped me grow from 9 followers to 1,600 and from 400 streams to almost 100,000. Amazing result, Mike. And then here we have another feedback, significant uptick in followers since starting my Spotify growth engine campaign less than a week ago. Thanks for sharing the strategy, John. Here we have Devon, and he says, every drop gets better, learning what I learned from Spotify growth engine. And he shared this when his new release was at almost 60,000 all-time streams. Well, here's Clinton. It works. Increase in followers is apparent. You can just see his follower curve go up, up, up. Or here's Sylvain, 8 tracks on Discover Weekly. I know this is a little small, but again, this works so well in sending Spotify's algorithm positive signals that you'll see a lot of tracks being picked up by Discover Weekly, Spotify Radio, and obviously Release Radar. Here's another one, Fall Wall Circus, 8 listeners to nearly 15,000 in a matter of weeks. So this really is a complete promotion machine with everything you could possibly need to massively scale your streams, listeners, and fans on Spotify. And what you're getting is you're getting a full Spotify growth training here. You're getting lots of bonuses, right? First bonus here is a training about the key to cracking the Spotify algorithm. So we're doing a deep dive on that. Bonus number 2 is all about building your own playlist network. Bonus number 3 is called the Royalty Riser. This is all about how to maximize your royalty income from Spotify. Bonus number 4, from fan growth to money machine, right? If you're running ads, you eventually want to turn this into a money machine, so it generates an income stream for you. This is what this training is all about. And then bonus number 5 is insights into the biggest Spotify hacks that got the biggest Spotify hackers millions of dollars in streaming revenue or to the top of the charts, and how they have done it. We're going to break this down in this training. And then you're going to also get exclusive access to the members only Spotify growth engine community. And this works so well, and I believe in this so much that I'm giving you a 30-day money back guarantee. You can join today, you can go through all the training, use all the resources, and if for any reason you're not excited about this training and the results you're getting, then I don't deserve your money. In that case, just let me know. Send an email to hello@hypedit.com. Just let me know with a simple email, and I'll send you a full refund, no questions asked. And I want to point out how powerful this 30-day refund guarantee is. The training and the launching of your Spotify growth engine is something that you can easily do in just 3 afternoons or 3 evenings. It'll just take you 3 days to get this machine going, and you're still getting a 30-day money back guarantee. Yes, you heard this right. That means you can go through the training, you can launch your Spotify growth engine, you could watch it grow your music for like another 27 days, and only then decide whether it was worth it. This makes it a no-risk opportunity to join, because if you don't like it, right, just let me know and I'll send your money back. So the enrollment for the Spotify Growth Engine is open right now if you see this video here, but it's open for a limited time only. So if this is something that interests you, if this is something that you want to check out, then I left a link below this video here on this page. So do me a favor, click that link. It's going to take you over to the homepage of the Spotify Growth Engine. There is more information on everything that you're getting with the Growth Engine. And if enrollment is open right now, you'll be able to join then and there. That's it for now. Thanks again for checking out this video. I can't wait to help you massively scale your streams, your listeners, and your fans on Spotify. So hopefully I have a chance to see you and help you inside of the Spotify Growth Engine. Just click the link below this video and I hope to see you on the inside. Cheers.